Hello, love.
Hiya.
Where's your mum and dad? He's not been sent down, has he?
I don't know. I left the court before Dad were called in.
You left? Why?
Gran, I've done something stupid.
Well, that's nothing new. Go on, let's hear it.
I found something out about Mam, and I told Dad.
What? She's not ill, is she?
She's not ill.
What then?
I found out that she'd slept with Dev.
Pardon?
She'd had sex with Dev.
She's what?
Yeah. So now you know why she was dead set against me seeing him.
Oh, I don't believe this. Is she still sleeping with him?
No, apparently not. Apparently it was just this once ages ago.
But Ken had to find out. Today of all days.
Well, of course he did. I found out that my mother had slept with my boyfriend. My mother!
Your boyfriend? He's not your boyfriend. You've hardly known him 5 minutes. But you just had to let everyone know you knew. And then you ran off and left them to it, that right?
Well, I was upset.
And your mother wasn't? And Ken? I suppose he were laughing.
No, you twisted everything. I mean, it's me that's hurt here, Gran. It's me.
Oh, it's always you, isn't it, Tracy? You're never happy. You're never satisfied. Haven't you put your parents through enough?
Them? I mean, what about what they put me through? Oh, and I shouldn't think my dad will be that bothered by the news. I mean, it's not as if Mam's not had her knickers down for men before, is it?
You nasty-mouthed little madam.
Gran...
Yeah, I hoped that marriage would have made you grown up, would have made you think of other folks' feelings instead of yourself. But you don't think, do you, Tracy? You never have. Oh, this is all Ken needs right now.
Oh, hiya.
Mum got you shopping.
Oh, no, it's just stuff, you know, something for school.
Oh, right. How was school? First day back and all that?
It was all right. It was a bit strange, you know, with Mr. Barlow not being there. Or Aid.
Yeah, well, you don't have to think about Critchley now. He's long gone.
I'll see you later.
OK, see you later. Hiya.
All right.
All right.
Oh, beans on toast again at Shea McDonald?
Do you mind?
Just making conversation.
Well, don't.
Though I must admit to having, like, a vested interest. Your financial situation affects mine. Of course, if Steve had accepted my offer, then your basket will be brimming with sophisticated fare.
What offer?
Oh, he hasn't told you?
What offer, Dev?
Well, let's just say that I offer to make amends for my cousin's misdemeanours and keep half the taxi firm in my family.
Oi! Aren't you supposed to be behind your machine, love?
Yeah, I just popped out for a few things, but I did work through most of my dinner, though. All right?
Karen?
What?
What, no wit you would have taught? What's up with you? Not feeling too good or something?
Look, I'm just feeling a bit tired, that's all. It's all right for some. Some of these flats are well expensive.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. I'm not a bit too far out. I know. Could do with something more local, to be honest.
Yeah? Well, how local?
Why? You can offer me your spare room or something?
No, cheeky. But the flat above streetcars is empty now, Vic's gone.
Oh, yeah?
Ken, how'd you get on in court today?
Fine.
Oh, so they didn't throw the book at you?
Not now, Mike.
Just can't escape them, can I, you old man?
Bleeds.
I bet you don't know the half of what went on here when you were in Kenilworth. I mean, the affairs and the rows
And I don't want to know. It's now that matters, not the past.
Causing more trouble, are you, Tracy? Upsetting more folk.
Deirdre, how did it go?
Conditional discharge.
Oh, well, that's good, isn't it?
Well, it means we can get on with our lives.
I'm pleased. Well done, Dad.
I don't want your praise.
Look, I've told my Gran. She hit me.
Good. Save me the job.
No, so it's everyone get at Tracy, is it? Because I find out your disgusting secret and I tell the truth. I mean, why don't you all line up and slap me?
Tracy, that's enough.
Well, I had to tell you, Dad. You had a right to know.
Yes, I did.
Deirdre, how could you be so stupid?
I don't know. It just happened, and I wish to God it hadn't. And until Madam opened her mouth here, it was dead and buried. Why did Dev tell you?
The whys and the wherefores don't matter.
Don't they?
I meant Oh, I don't know what I meant.
Look, I think my dad's got a right to know. I mean, it's me and him, we're the victims here.
Don't kid yourself, Tracy. You're never a victim.
Aren't you going to say anything, Dad?
If you'd stayed to listen to him in the court, you'd have heard him say plenty about folk letting him down and trust, Lord. Oh, God, what have I done?
Yes, well, the words came too easily to hand.
What have I done?
Oh, you stupid girl.
What, she gets a hug and I get a slap? Oh, I don't believe this.
Why, Tracy? Why cause all this upset? You should have come to me, shouted at me. Why involve Ken? Don't you think I feared this from the minute I found out about you and Dev?
Yeah, because you've done something wrong.
Wrong, yes. Wrong and sordid and stupid. Once. Just once. This wasn't something that went on for months with me plotting and laughing behind his back.
Like when you were sleeping with Mike Baldwin. Look, don't try and justify this, Mum. You cheated on Dad and you betrayed him.
I know. I know exactly what I've done. And I know what you've done by bringing it all up again.
Yeah, well, sometimes the truth hurts.
Don't you sound so sanctimonious. How dare you talk to me like that? You come back here, you land yourself on us, you expect everybody to run around after you.
Oh, have you heard this, Dad? I mean, she'll be blaming me for being born next.
Get out.
Tell her, Dad. Tell her what you think of her.
Tracy, that's enough.
You know, I really like Dev. And you ruined it like you ruin everything.
I said that's enough.
I want you out.
Oh, have you heard this?
Tracy, you better leave us alone. Your mother and I need to talk.
Yeah. Yeah, of course you do. I'll leave you to it, yeah?
I can smell food.
It's a pie.
Yeah, well, you best turn it off. No point in ruining it.
Ken.
Blanche,
Yes?
would you mind going out for a while?
I'll pop round to Emily's, or maybe go for a drink. I think I need one.
Ken, I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
Sorry. Sorry. You're always sorry! You have affairs, you go behind my back, you criticize me, you mock me, you draw back from me, and all the time you're sorry! Well, I'm sorry, Deirdre, but this time that's not enough!
Was a crush. Sort of thing you're supposed to grow out of in school. He's a very attractive man. He showed an interest.
He pursued you?
No. He was interested in me, in my life, my ambitions. I was flattered.
So you're starved of attention at home?
No, I'm not saying that.
But the minute we have a row, a disagreement, you turn to him.
No.
Oh, come on, Deirdre, you moved in with him. And to think, you let me believe that you came back to me because you loved me.
What?
Well, come on, that's what this is all about, isn't it? When we rowed about where Adam should live and you moved out and you slept with him, and then afterwards one or both of you were so appalled that you came back here.
Actually, that's not when it happened.
No? When then?
Christmas. Not just gone, the one before. Christmas Day.
Christmas Day? You were here, we had the day together.
I had that row with Peter. I went for a walk. It was then.
We hadn't rowed, you and me.
I was upset. I needed comfort.
So you just nipped round to see Dad for some? I don't believe you, Deirdre. After your walk, you came back. We went to the Rovers.
Well, I blotted it out. I was trying to pretend it hadn't happened. I was ashamed.
So what you're saying is this wasn't an affair, or something had happened because we'd fallen out, or revenge for something I'd done. This just happened because you needed comfort, and he just happened to be there at a one-off moment.
Yes. Yeah, that's it, exactly. So, you see, maybe it's not as bad as you thought it was.
Oh, it is. It's far worse than I thought it could be.
At last. A gorgeous face to brighten up this shop.
Came to see you earlier. You weren't here.
I'm here now.
Good, because I've got a question to ask you. How do I compare?
I'm sorry.
With my mother.
No.
Look, I'm not asking for marks out of 10, but I'd just like to know in general.
Please, listen to me. You're not...
How could you?
It was a mistake.
No,
Yes, yes.
but I tell you what was, me and you're disgusting.
Okay, listen, let's calm down.
Calm down? Oh, I'm only just getting started. I mean, how could you, Dev? I mean, why didn't you tell me? Were you ashamed, or were you getting some sort of perverted, twisted kick out of it?
Well,
Yeah, it's not bad.
not bad.
All right, then, it's the best of scene.
Well, then why look any further?
Listen, is this going to mean you'll be my landlady?
Oh, no, Steve sorts out all the property interest.
Oh, right, so this is just like one big game of Monopoly to you, is it? OK, so, shall I talk to Steve about it, then?
No. Do the deal with me, and then I can surprise him later.
Listen, Karen, you do want me to rent the flat, don't you? I mean, we're not exactly best mates, are we?
This is business. No more, no less.
OK. You're on. As long as it's a decent rent, mind.
Right.
You all right?
Yeah. Any news?
No.
Good. I haven't got any news either.
What is wrong with you? You've had that expression all evening.
What expression's that?
Disappointment. You've miscalculated how long you've left the jelly in the fridge, and it's just gone splat on a plate.
Splat on a plate. That just about sums it up.
Post-Christmas blues.
Only I had 'em pre and during as well. What am I doing, Fred? I'm not getting any younger, and what have I got to show for it? Besides varicose veins, a case full of black dresses, and a yucca plump.
Also, what's got to do with the divorce?
I don't know. I just feel like I've wasted so much time. I wanted to be an air hostess, you know. Travel the world, meet interesting people. Benidorm and Mallorca, that's been my lot. It wasn't meant to be like this, Fred. It really wasn't.
You'll be crying in your gin next.
Oh, well, won't be the first time. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm no company.
Oh, yes, you are. You're good company. See, what about thee and me taking a trip into the back room where I have a well-stocked drinks trolley and a shoulder that's used to being cried?
I like that.
I asked you a week ago. I asked you then why you were so against Tracy seeing Dev. You could have told me then, Deirdre.
I was scared.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't be telling me now if Tracy hadn't found out. How many more secrets are you keeping from me? How many more men are there out there laughing behind my back?
None, I swear. And Dev wasn't laughing.
Well, he should have. Dull old Ken with his head in a book. The old duffer can't satisfy his woman.
Ken, don't.
Yeah, but then this isn't about Dev, is it? This is about us, you and me, our relationship. And I've been kidding myself, telling myself everything was fine.
It is. It was.
No, you're wrong. I've been so blind. Hiding my head in the sand, refusing to see our relationship for what it is.
And what is it?
Well, I don't know. But I know what it isn't. It isn't committed.
Of course it is.
Well, obviously not, Deirdre. Otherwise you wouldn't have slept with Dev. Otherwise you would have agreed to marry me.
Oh, this again.
It matters, Deirdre.
To who? Being married doesn't change the way I feel about you.
Oh, you'd still see me as contemptible, would you?
I don't... Oh, now you're talking stupid.
I'll tell you something else our relationship isn't. It isn't equal.
Yes, it is.
No, not emotionally. You never loved me as I loved you.
That's
never.
Not true.
You only married me to give Tracy a father, a home.
I married you because I wanted to. Don't you dare say I never loved you.
Look, I was devoted to you, Deirdre. Always proud that you were with me. But you were never content. Mike Baldwin, Dev Allahan. What is it that attracts you to men like that? Don't I give you enough? Do I love you too much?
Of course not.
Then why? Why?
I don't know.
Oh, come on, Deirdre. I can do better than that. Tell me.
All right, if you want to know. They made me feel alive. Mike, Dev, they exciting, unpredictable.
Oh, and am I that unexciting, that dull?
No. But sometimes I feel trapped. I get up, I go to work, I come home, and this house, these walls, it's always the same, and I should be content, I know. But sometimes things happen, and I can't cope. I do love you, Ken.
But not enough. I'm with you because I want to be. You're with me because of circumstances.
What's the circumstances?
Oh, Deirdre, if Samir hadn't died, he'd have gone off to Morocco and stayed with him. You wouldn't be giving me a second thought. You're used to me, fond of me, yes, but love? Well, yes, maybe you do love me, but it's not the same love that I feel for you, and that's what this is all about. I couldn't cheat on you. You were everything to me, all I needed.
Okay.
To think you let me believe you were jealous of Anita. I was flattered. And all the time you were probably acting that out just to make yourself feel better.
I was jealous. I do love you.
Do you know the sad thing? You know what's really sad? I don't think you know what it is that you do want. You say you want excitement, but when it comes to choosing, when it comes to deciding what's best for your future, you always come back here to me.
Well, exactly. Doesn't that prove to you how much I love you?
No. That just shows how you always back away from what you feel that you want. That just shows how scared you are of being happy.
You're wrong. So where does that leave us?
Us? Like I say, there isn't any us anymore.
It happened. It wasn't something that I planned. It's not something I'm proud of.
So what? I mean, she threw herself at you and you being a man, you just thought, why not?
Pretty much, yeah.
I knew it. Well, I knew you wouldn't go after her. She's always making such a fool of herself.
Tracy, I'm sorry. I should have told you, but I didn't think things would turn out like this.
Like what?
I like you. I really like you. I thought you'd go... How could I tell you about me and Deirdre?
This is such a mess. I mean, she's thrown me out. I can't go back there.
Stay with me tonight. Please.
Yeah?
Yeah. As an answer to your question, there is no comparison. I'm sorry.
Ken, I promise nothing like this will ever happen again.
You made promises like that in the past.
Yeah, well, this time it's different, I swear. This is where I belong. In this house with you and my mother and, well, probably not Tracy. But this is what's real. I know that now. And I don't care what you say because I do love you. And all right, it might not be exciting and unpredictable, but It's more than that. It's day-to-day stuff. It's being together. It's making it work. That's what's important.
Admirable words.
I mean them. Well?
You've hurt me, Deirdre. Not only over Dev, but over many things. I've lost count of the number of times I've asked you to marry me.
If that's what you want, I'll marry you. Is it? Is that what you want?
Not anymore. You say that Mike and Dev are exciting.
Oh, not Mike again.
Shall I tell you why you really find them attractive?
You're not listening to me, are you?
It's because they're go-getters. They make things happen. Unlike me, I just wait for things to affect me before acting.
Is that right?
Yes. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of waiting for other people's actions to affect me. Aidan Critchley, school governors, you. I'm sick of it.
So what are you going to do?
Well, I'm not sure, but whatever I do from now on, I do for me. No one else. From now on, my actions are going to affect other people. You'll have to explain to Blanche.
Why? What do you mean?
Well, I can't stay here.
You can, of course you can.
There's no point.
There's every point. No, Ken, please, don't walk out on me. I'll do anything you say, but please don't leave me.
There's nothing else to say. No, get out of my way.
No! You're going to stay here and we're going to talk. And I'm going to prove to you how much I love you. We've got a relationship, Ken. It's worth fighting for.
Shame you didn't feel like that last Christmas.
Ken, please don't go. Please, I'm sorry.